Hi sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name is Beth, and if you're new, welcome. It's always nice to sew with you. Today I wanted to show that if you have a sewing machine, I think you could do this by hand as well, some fabric and thread, you can pretty much make a bag for anything that you need. So today I made a bag for a water bottle, and I used an orphan quilt block, which I love using my little quilt blocks that didn't find their way into a quilt. They sometimes find their way into bags. So let's get started. My daughter will be at a summer camp this week, and I really wanted to help her out with drinking the water that she needs to be drinking when she's outside. So I took this orphan block that's from a previous video. I think it's called Tall Stars, and I'll leave a link below. A little extra fabric, this webbing for a strap, and then I had this pant leg that I had cut off a long time ago from some pants, and I like the heavier weight fabric for this project. It gives a little form to the bag that I'll be making, so that pant leg will be on the inside. So all I had to do was wrap that quilt block around the water bottle and add a strip to make my fabric just big enough to go all the way around that bottle. I cut the lining the same size, generally the same size. My cutting is not exact. This is just a little bag, so I wasn't real exact. And then I figured out the center of the two sides of the bag. Before I put it together, I want to add the straps to the top. So I folded it and sort of found the center of those two sides, and I'm placing the strap to the inside. I've got my right sides together here, and I'm placing the strap right inside those two pieces. First thing I'm going to do is do that top seam and go right through my straps, the end of my straps, and if you wanted this to be more secure, you could add another seam or two where those straps are located. After I put the straps on, I folded the bag with the right sides together, and you can see one end of the bag is the right side and one end is the lining, and I'm going to sew all the way around, leaving an opening on the side. After I pinned, I realized I need the pins on the other side, or I want the pins on the other side, because I'm going to be beginning with the right side of the bag with that quilt block there. here's where I stopped and left a little opening for when I turn my bag right side out. And then I completed sewing all the way around the lining here of this little bag. Before I even turned my bag right side out, I wanted to box the corners. So I folded the corners like this. It sort of makes a triangle, and I use my sewing machine as my guide. That silver plate on my sewing machine, on the right side of that plate is where I sort of put the corner of that triangle so that all of my little triangles are about the same size. So I don't measure that, but you definitely could measure it and make sure that they're all exactly the same. Here's where I'm going to show you just kind of close up how I lay that point of the bag along the silver plate on my sewing machine. My bag right side out, and I double check that my water bottle fits, and it does. So I will now close up that little seam that I had open on the side of the lining here. I'll tuck in the raw edges and just sew a seam very close to the folds. Last thing I'm going to do is just reinforce those straps with a little top stitching here, and my bag is ready to go to camp. I'm very pleased with how this turned out, and I'm hoping my daughter will drink the water she needs to drink at camp. We all need to drink our water, don't we? Sometimes it just takes putting it in a cute little bag to encourage us. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.